His last fight, Cepeda. His last fight. You don't know how many people are talking about him on every scale level.
And Teofimo Lopez finally sat face to face in what many insiders are calling one of the most intense confrontations in recent boxing memory. What unfolded during the seated face-off reportedly left the room in stunned silence. These two undefeated champions didn't exchange polite pre-fight talk. According to multiple sources, the tension was heavy and unmistakable, and both fighters made it clear this matchup is personal. Witnesses say Shakur locked eyes with Teofimo and delivered a message that immediately shifted the mood in the room.
I want to be the best. So when I see certain guys out there, and I seen Teo his last fight, I was there front row, and I'm like, damn, this dude is like, he like a baby Roy, like he like doing things with his hands down, flashy. So I thought it was cool, so it kind of made me want to get in a ring with him and see if he could do them things against my style.
It's claimed Shakur said, January 31st is the night your legacy breaks. You and your father will both be hurting when I expose every weakness you've got. This isn't Lomachenko. This isn't Josh Taylor. This is a level you've never dealt with. Those words spread rapidly across social media, with fans reacting to how calm, controlled, and confident Shakur appeared. Teofimo Lopez, however, did not let the statement go unanswered. His response only intensified anticipation for their January clash at Madison Square Garden. Just before that exchange, Teofimo's father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., reportedly escalated tensions by arguing with members of Shakur's team moments before the face-off began.
You mistake me for Bud.
But
I was cheering for you, bro.
Who you? Ain't you?
I was cheering for you.
You were?
Yeah, for sure.
I bet.
I wanted you to win so I could be the person who beat you.
What's the issue between you and Bud?
For sure.
I'm gonna give you your first loss.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I promise you not.
All right, bet.
Like, I've been too nice up.
According to people present, Lopez Sr. stated, Shakur has never fought anyone like my son. The Southpaws Teofimo beat were elite. The guys Shakur beat were regular fighters. There are levels to this, and on January 31st, the whole world will see those levels. While Team Shakur appeared calm outwardly, sources say Stevenson was clearly irritated and waiting for the chance to respond directly. This moment carried extra weight because the relationship between Lopez Sr. and Shakur has been deteriorating for months, with both sides trading sharp comments through interviews and social media. Many believe Lopez Sr. is intentionally applying psychological pressure before the fight. Fans have been anticipating this face-to-face ever since the bout was announced in December, hoping it would reveal who holds.
Yo, that was crazy, man. He talked crazy about black people. He talked crazy about Puerto Ricans. Man, he gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for it January 31st. It's time. It's time to show him what the level is. I don't think he realized what the level is, so I can't wait to show him.
Shakur, let's take a step back, guys. Shakur, he's saying that a lot of the pressure is on you in this fight.
Unexpectedly, the seated encounter revealed something few experts predicted. Multiple witnesses say Shakur Stevenson remained completely composed throughout the exchange. One source, speaking anonymously, said, Shakur didn't blink. He stared straight at Teofimo like he already knew how the fight would unfold. It was intense, and you could tell it was starting to bother Teofimo.
The things that Teofimo is coming out with, I don't think Shakur knows even what to say or reply to it. I don't think I wouldn't even want to repeat the stuff that he's saying, but he's making some really, really fruity comments. But I suppose that's one way to get in your opponent's head. But I think that's a great fight. I think
observations are significant because they suggest Shakur may have gained an early psychological edge. At this level, many analysts believe mental control can influence the outcome as much as physical skill. Sources say there were moments when the tension nearly turned physical before security intervened. One specific moment stood out when Teofimo allegedly leaned forward and said something that caused Shakur's entire team to stand up immediately.
Attributes and all the things that I learned from every fighter that I face to now put it on display against Shakur Stevenson. And that is what I'm looking more forward to than anything else. Everybody else, listen, it's just horse, excuse my language.
6 interview reports suggest Teofimo said, you talk about being elite, but deep down you're not built like me. I break fighters mentally before I even touch them. Ask Lomachenko. Fans quickly analyzed the remark, seeing it as Teofimo aligning himself with elite names he's already defeated. The most intense exchange came when both fighters were asked about their plans for January 31st. According to sources, Shakur calmly outlined how he intends to dismantle Lopez. One person close to the situation said, Shakur told him, I've studied your weaknesses. Every time you face someone who can move, you struggle. Lomachenko barely threw punches early, and you still couldn't finish him. I'm far better than that version of Loma.
Now he does after the Brian Norman. But Shakur, it's all there. But I didn't focus on him. I was focused on what's next, trusting my power team, trusting on my team and what can do and who could we fight next. Shakur decided, he initiated, let's go up to fight Teo.
While no full official footage has confirmed every quote, multiple independent sources describe nearly identical exchanges. What pushed the tension further was Shakur allegedly targeting Teofimo's mental state, not just his boxing. Shakur has previously questioned Teofimo's stability in interviews, and witnesses say he repeated those claims directly during the face-off. One person in the room recalled Shakur saying something along the lines of, "You've got mental issues, and January 31st isn't therapy, it's a fight, and I'm going to expose everything." Several people present reportedly felt those remarks crossed beyond
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez. What a fight.
Who wins that?
Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him. I've heard him on the pod. He bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer. Slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end.
.8 interview reactions online were immediate and divided. Shakur supporters defended his approach, pointing out that Teofimo and his father have made provocative statements for years. One fan posted, "Teofimo's been reckless with his mouth forever. Now someone finally checks him and his dad." People say Shakur went too far. This was overdue. Another wrote that face-off was perfect. Shakur stayed calm while Teofimo tried to force toughness. Body language doesn't lie. Shakur won the mental round. Lopez supporters fired back, calling Shakur's confidence excessive. One replied, "Talking is easy while sitting down." Let's see that confidence when Teofimo starts landing power shots.
Chose to have this face-to-face encounter so early in the promotional timeline.
What about Shakur Teo?
On that one right there, I feel like that's gonna be a good fight. As far as skill-wise, as far as Shakur actually being there with somebody who got some finesse and can punch. Outside of just being a puncher, he can actually box, he can fight.
Split reaction reflects genuine uncertainty about how the fight will play out. The timing of the face-to-face also raised eyebrows across the boxing world. The confrontation reportedly took place on December 10th in New York City, giving both fighters roughly 7 weeks for tension to build before they meet on January 31st. At Madison Square Garden, many observers find it notable that Turki Alalshik, promoting the bout under the Riyadh season banner, chose to stage such an intense face-off early in the promotion, ensuring the psychological battle began long before fight.
Self-projection.
What I seen from that fight, I feel like I'm way better than them guys. With Lomachenko, like I said, he didn't throw punches for six rounds. So if you ain't throw punches for 6 rounds and you get in front of me,
Man, you was
I
a
just don't know. I would have beat Lomachenko that night easy too. That's how I feel.
Fanboy of Loma.
Wait a second, you objected. Hold on a second. You just objected.
I like Lomachenko. I like Lomachenko.
You just objected. You want to tell him how much you like him again? I think you like him. You keep telling him.
Objection, what?
Tell everyone.
False accusation.
You gotta think, right? It's okay.
I can't wait to beat this clown, bro. This dude is a clown.
Focus on me.
You better have that chin ready, baby. You better have it ready.